Hello and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Justina. I'm a Western astrologer. Welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. So here in today's video, I'm going to talk about the new moon in Capricorn happening on December the 23rd. And this is happening at the first degree of Capricorn. So an early degree of a cardinal sign indicates new beginnings, a fresh start, new ideas. Now here, cardinal energy is action-oriented. And if you wonder why, this is because cardinal signs are the first signs of the season. So these are the signs that begin each season. So Capricorn begins the new season. And here in the northern hemisphere, this will be winter. In the southern hemisphere, it will be summer. So it's the beginning of a new season. So here we become more determined to reach our goals, to reach our milestones. So here, if you have any placements at around 1 degree of Capricorn, Cancer, even Aries or Libra, then you are going to be under a greater influence of this new moon. Now, if your birthday is around the 23rd of, or actually on the 23rd of December, then this coming solar year will be significant for you. There will be major new beginnings in your life. And have a look at your solar return chart and see where these new beginnings will take place for more guidance. But here, returning back into our new moon. So here, a new moon in Capricorn. This is the first new moon of this cardinal energy that begins a new season. And at the same time, there are other things happening, which I will discuss in this video. So Jupiter is moving into Aries around a similar time, around the 21st. Depending on where in the world you live, it could be a day earlier, a day later, but it is happening around this new moon. Chiron will station direct as well. So lots of changes, lots of different energies. Mercury is already in the pre-shadow period and it will station retrograde on the 29th. So a very active, very vivid end of the year. So here we've found this cardinal energy. As I said, it's an action-oriented new moon that prompts us to reach our goals, makes us more determined, more energized. At the same time, Jupiter in Aries here. Jupiter was in Aries already mid 2022, so we are here again reliving these energies, and these energies will really help us to speed up with any goals and any aspirations, objectives that we have for ourselves, especially since Mars is also about to station direct on January the 12th. So here, as the new year begins, you will see that towards January, things will move at a much faster pace. And you will see much more progress in your life because towards the end of January, all the planets will be in the direct motion. However, in the meantime, this is a good new moon for starting to plan your next year. So a vision map, or generally doing plans, creating plans for the next 12 months would be a fantastic time for doing so. Now this new moon, so here the moon is in Capricorn at this time. Capricorn is the sign connected to discipline, responsibility. This is the sign also that is related to tradition. When the moon is in Capricorn, we become more cautious. We become more goal-oriented, and we want to take a more of a step-by-step approach. Here, Capricorn is the sign connected to long-term plans, long-term goals, and long-term vision. However, there is a lot of impatient energy happening at this time as well. The reason for that is because Jupiter will be at the first degree of Aries at this time as well. So here, Capricorn and Aries clash by a square. So even though they are both cardinal signs, they are different elements. So here, the element of the earth clashes with fire. So what happens when Capricorn and Aries clash? This is when we have a need for creating these long-term goals and plans. However, with Jupiter in Aries clashing with this new moon, we become impatient. We want instant results. We want to take action. So here you will have to, or generally we will have to collectively find a way to balance these energies. This is also about a give and take approach in order to get more satisfying results. Now, if we look at this chart here for this new moon, because obviously it's great to listen to what's happening, but it's also good to see. So here you go. Have a look at this chart. And what I found really interesting is that Saturn, the ruler of this new moon, is unaspected. So this means that it doesn't make any major or even minor aspects to other planets. And here Saturn in mundane astrology represents institutions and people that create rules, restrictions and laws. And with an unaspected Saturn also being the ruler of this new moon, this suggests a possible lack of support from the authorities, or perhaps poorly executed rules and regulations that fail to support the society, or government policies that make people's lives worse and better. So we could see this kind of theme happening around this new moon, or perhaps even in the weeks following this new moon, since Mars will be retrograde and also Mercury will join the retrograde phase. Now, here with this Saturn being also unaspected, this could indicate a stronger emphasis on work accomplishments or self-discipline resulting from a lack of financial resources or perhaps lack of safety and security experienced during these changeable and challenging times. Now, the final thing I wanted to tell you is that Chiron will station direct on the 23rd of December, and this will be at 11 degrees of Aries. So here, when a planet, or here in this case scenario, an asteroid, changes direction from stationary retrograde to a direct stationary direct, or vice versa, these are usually very important times, days, dates to really keep an eye on. So here with Chiron stationing direct on the 23rd, we will feel its energy more strongly than ever. Here Chiron stationary direct may reveal something very personal, very vulnerable about oneself or ourselves. Generally something that you don't feel easy about. But on the other hand, if you dedicate some time and energies into understanding what it is, then eventually you will be able to heal. Alright, so here we go, a little bit about this new moon. Now let's see what this new moon will bring for you on a deeper and more personal level. So here, as always, you can find the timestamps in the comments section and in the description box down below this video, and this forecast is most accurate for the rising sign. However, you can also watch it for your moon sign and for your sun sign if you wish, because some people also like to watch their forecasts for their moon sign and their sun sign. So here I leave it to you, and let's begin. Hello Aries, and welcome to your horoscope for this coming new moon in Capricorn. So here this one will be in your 10th house, and the 10th house is the house that deals with your career, your professional life path and growth, but also your public status and generally professional life development. So with the new moon, and we've got a stellium of planets here as well, and there's a lot happening here. And if you're celebrating Christmas and the holiday season, then it will also coincide with, with family arrangements as well. But there's a lot of focus here on your career, professional life growth, and with Saturn being unaspected, as I mentioned earlier, this could also increase your desire for climbing the career ladder. So this is definitely here emphasized for some Aries. Now we've got Uranus in the 2nd house, connecting with Venus by a trine. When Venus and Uranus connect harmoniously, this could bring some really positive news. And these news could be related to financial bonuses, promotions, career advancements, generally something that could first of all increase your career prospects or improve, but also improve your financial possibilities as well as a result of any career related promotions or some good news generally that could lead to career advancement. So generally speaking, Uranus is in your second house and Venus in the 10th. They connect really well. So here there could be some financial gains as a result of some good news connected to your career. Now you might be also rewarded for your hard work. And here we've got Mercury, Venus, the Sun, the Moon. The new moon is about some new beginnings. It's happening at a very early degree of this cardinal sign. And this increases your determination to reach your goals. Now Jupiter is also in your sign. So these are likely, the next, I would say 5 months are likely to be really special. And then Jupiter will move into your second house. So it looks like the next couple of years will be really, really important. You've got Jupiter in your sign, then in your sphere of finances. So financial growth is generally inevitable, but also you will have the eclipses starting next year on Libra and Aries axis. The first one will be in Aries in April. So you will be reinventing yourself as well. So really, really interesting times. Pluto is moving out of Capricorn, which clashes with your Aries placements. So this is also good news. So here, this new moon really, really could reward you with some good news connected to improved lifestyle, improved status, but also increased earnings, or perhaps a promotion at work, or perhaps a new career, a new business. So here, this new moon is really, really good for working on your career. And this new moon really, really prompts you to take action. And you might feel impatient, but at the same time, it's important that you remain disciplined and consistent with whatever that you begin or whatever that begins following this new moon. So thank you very much, and let's move into the next sign. Hello Taurus, and welcome to your horoscope for this coming new moon in Capricorn. This new moon will be in your ninth house. So there are 5 planets in the ninth house at the time of the new moon. So the moon and the sun, of course, but also Venus, Mercury, and Pluto. So there is so much happening. There's a lot of emphasis on this area of life. So many Taurians might be traveling for Christmas, for the holiday season, spending this time abroad, or perhaps if you already live abroad, you might be returning back home to spend Christmas with your family members. The sun is your 4th house ruler, and here the sun will square Jupiter, so you might feel impatient at this time, impatient to see your friends, relatives, or generally, if this is related to some new goals, some adventures, or travel even, then here there is this impatient energy, an energy that stimulates action and the need to reach certain goals and milestones. So I feel that this will be a really interesting and happy new moon. I hope so, because Jupiter will be in Aries now, and Aries rules your 12th house. Jupiter in the 12th house is like a guardian angel. So you'll have this lovely protection from the invisible forces over the next 5 months. At the same time, many Taurians might be really, really interested in spirituality, healing energies as well. But with this new moon in the 9th house here, if this isn't related to travel, then perhaps it could be related to you dealing with any legal matters as well. Visas, passports, for example. You might be also preparing an application, and you might want to send it off in the very near future, because the 9th house deals with legal matters, related to immigration as well. Now, on a different level, if you decide you want to stay at home during this time, then this could be a time when you will study. You will study, you will deal with assignments for your university, for your college. And this is also great. We've got lots of energies that are goal-oriented, energies that will help you to stay disciplined, consistent as well. Even though we've got this square to Jupiter, we could be slightly impatient with some aspects, some ideas at this time, but the same time with Capricorn new moon, this is about being responsible, consistent, and determined as well. So here, this is definitely this, and whatever happens in the ninth house, it really influences the energies of the 10th house moving forward. So perhaps the next new moon in the sign of Aquarius could bring some interesting ideas for you as a result of anything that you do, anything that happens throughout Capricorn season. We've got this beautiful also Uranus will trine Venus as well. So perhaps some good news may also arrive at this time. And something else, Venus is now much stronger than it was in October. So this is really good because Venus is your ruler, so you will feel alive, energized, and ready to move forward with your life. So thank you very much, and let's move to the next sign. Hello Geminis, and welcome to your horoscope for this coming new moon in the sign of Capricorn. This is your 8th house. So here the 8th house, these are very deep and profound energies. And with a new moon happening at the 1st degree of a cardinal sign, this is a new moon that prompts you to take action. And you have probably felt like taking action already during the full moon in Gemini, when you may have felt restless with Mars really triggering some of your energies. However, here this new moon is about new beginnings, a fresh start, and soon also Mars will be in a direct motion in your sign. So from the 18th of January, because I know many Geminis are feeling slightly restless throughout December, and soon Mercury will be in a retrograde motion as well. However, don't lose hope. From the 18th of January, both Mars and Mercury will be in a direct motion, so you will see that things are moving at a much faster pace, and you will be able to reach your goals and milestones with more ease and generally receive a greater satisfaction. So don't lose hope, and things will get better for you. But here we've got this new moon in the 8th house. So at the same time, this is a great new moon for going on a detox, for moving away from anything that is disturbing, for anything that makes you feel miserable and anxious and depressed. These are deep energies, so you are able to go down deeply into your psyche, into your emotions, and you can transform these negative energies into something more meaningful at this time. So you might be also starting something new to improve your lifestyle, to get a greater satisfaction from your life in general. But there's a lot of focus here on your finances. Your finances are here emphasized here. The 8th house is the house that deals with money that come from different sources than your regular income. And with Uranus in your 12th house connecting really well with Venus by a trine, this could be related to to money that you receive. Well, might not relate to everyone, but some Geminis might receive money that comes through bonuses, promotions, commissions, investments, or perhaps some government schemes. Now, if you applied for a mortgage, for example, or a loan, you might receive some news at this time as well in regards to these matters. These might be good news because here we've got Jupiter is now in Aries, even though squaring this new moon, so you might feel impatient. You might want to hear these news in very, very quickly, instantly. However, they might not arrive immediately. You may have to wait a few days following this new moon. However, the new moon in Capricorn really wants you to be disciplined and cautious as well. So you have to take this cautious approach to life throughout this time. However, with Jupiter in the 12th house, there's a lot of positivity as well surrounded around this new moon for you specifically. Jupiter is in Aries for the next 5 months, so you'll be expanding your social circle. And you might be joining new groups, meeting like-minded people as well. And generally, you might feel really lucky because here with Jupiter in your 11th house, you might feel lucky because Jupiter will help you to reach your long-term goals and milestones. And here Jupiter is a planet of expansion, abundance, good fortune. So this is going to be a pretty interesting 5 months for you. However, You will have to be patient in the meantime because you've got two planets, Sun, Mercury, to join Mars, that are retrograde. So you might feel slightly more restless than usual. However, there is this light at the end of the tunnel. So bear in mind the 18th of January, and this is the day to keep in your calendar, because you will see that life will take a very different turn. At the same time, also remember the 12th of January, Mars stations direct. Whenever a planet stations direct or retrograde, these are really important times. This is the time when something might change in your life, a change of direction, change of action. So really, the 12th and the 18th of January, keep these dates in mind, as well as the 29th of December, because this is when Mercury will station retrograde. But other than that, the 8th house, this is about money. This is about also you kind of changing something in your life. So a transformation, internal transformation. At the same time, this is about deep connection, a deep bond. So there could be also this need to connect with another on a deeper level. And this new moon could facilitate this feeling, this experience, and make it happen. All right. So thank you very much, Geminis, and let's move into the next sign. Hello, Cancers, and welcome. So here we've got a new moon coming up in the sign of Capricorn on the 23rd at the 1st degree. So what does it mean for you? So here Capricorn rules your 7th house. So this is about your relationships. The focus here is on your relationships from the second part of even not from the second, from like the second week of December, I would say, is on your relationships. So here a strong focus at this new moon as well. We've got 5 planets, and so this is the moon, the sun, and Mercury, Venus, and Pluto. So here, well, this could play out in many different ways for different people, depending on your circumstances, but there's a lot of action happening in your marriage, in your relationship, or business partnerships, or generally in a connection, a one-to-one connection. So lots of focus, lots of energies that you will have to dedicate. Perhaps someone close to your heart might need your support at this new moon, and they might ask for help, or even if they don't, they will want you to notice them. And so here, this could play out in this way for some Cancers, Cancer rising here. Now, on a different level, this could be a time when you will be able to really make peace with your significant other, especially since Mars is retrograde in your 12th house in Gemini. So this could really slow down many aspects of your life, but at the same time, this could also make you feel slightly lacking energy. So here this new moon acts as a really great opportunity for a fresh start when it comes to your friendship, when it comes to your relationship. So this could be a great opportunity for a fresh start, for your relationship, for your friendship. And with this new moon also, you might be signing new contracts, new agreements. There could be also something happening at your home, because Venus rules your 4th house. So perhaps you might be traveling at this time, or perhaps you might receive an unexpected gift, or a visit. Someone might visit you unexpectedly or invite you to their place. But this is likely to happen pretty spontaneously, because Uranus will connect with Venus by a trine, and Venus rules your 4th house here. That's Libra, as well as your 11th house. So perhaps a friend might surprise you with a gift, or perhaps a family member or even a friend might show up at your home unexpectedly. And or perhaps this could play out the other way around. You might be spontaneously invited to your friend's house, for example. Now, on a different level, this could also be a time when you may decide that you want to move, when you want to sell your house, when you want to change something in your home, because here these are very sudden and unexpected ideas that could be also connected to your long-term goals and plans. This is the 11th house that you have with your significant other. Now, on a different level here, Jupiter will move into your 10th house just a day or two before this new moon. So here, from this moment in time, you will experience growth, abundance, and a really great progress in your career. So really take advantage of these energies in the next 5 months, because Jupiter won't return here again for another 12 years or so. So here, this is your time to really grow in your career here, the first 5.5 months of 2023 and from this new moon moving forward. So here, good luck and thank you very much, and let's move into the next sign. Hello Leos, and welcome to your horoscope for this coming new moon in the sign of Capricorn, happening at the first degree of Capricorn in your 6th house. So the 6th house deals with everyday life, everyday routine, but also our work, our employment. Generally, whatever happens in the 6th house requires an extra effort, hard work. This is the house that deals with services, being of service to others. So here during this new moon, this is a time when you might have to work hard to achieve your goals, to achieve your milestones. However, Capricorn energy is very much about being stable, being patient, responsible, consistent, and generally proceed with caution. And here with these energies, so here Capricorn and Leo are not the most compatible energies. However, the 6th house new moon here offers you an opportunity for a change of lifestyle. So here you might be reinventing your lifestyle, perhaps taking a more serious approach to your diet, to what you eat. Here, Capricorn governs our teeth, our bones, so this could be also a time of health checkups or dental appointments. Here, if you have a toothache, then it's better to go and have it checked, because here this could be a sign. This new moon could act as a sign, as an alarm, and making you aware or letting you know that there is a problem and you need to see a dentist. Now you've got 5 planets here in Capricorn at this time in your 6th house, so this is likely to be a very busy time. Now, if this could be related to your work projects, you having to reach important deadlines within a very short period of time, so there could be pressure coming as well. However, at the same time, Uranus will connect very well. Uranus is in the 10th house of our career and professional life with Venus and a little bit with Mercury as well. It's a quite wider orb. So there could be some good news coming as well from your career side, and perhaps from the authority figures, from bosses, managers. They might appreciate your hard work. Perhaps you might receive a bonus, a commission for this past year, or perhaps a greater appreciation, even some good words or a gift of some sort. However, there could be a surprise, unexpected letter, email, something pleasant that comes from your 10th house, which deals with your career and the professional life development. Now, on a different level, this is also when you will be pretty busy, so you might want to be more organized, and generally, this is also about seeking to be more organized in your daily life. So there could be also a greater focus on your health, what you eat, and on what you put in your body. So this is also related to a change of diet that could come as a result of this new moon. Change of diet, becoming perhaps healthier, or generally this is also about pets. So some of you might get a new pet around this time. And here, if you have your own business, there could be much going on. There could be much going on, and perhaps more orders, more clients, or perhaps something to do with your employees. Because it's a new moon, it's about something fresh, new beginnings. So a full moon would usually indicate people leaving. However, a new moon could really bring a new person on board for you. All right, so thank you very much, Leos. And let's move into the next sign. Hello Virgos, and welcome to your horoscope for this coming new moon in the sign of Capricorn. So here, this is an earth sign, the same as a Virgo. So you are likely to enjoy these energies. Here, this is about being realistic, practical. Now here, Capricorn rules your 5th house, so this is also about you having some fun, entertainment. If you do celebrate Christmas, then you are likely to really enjoy this Christmas period, because you've got 5 planets in the house of recreation, fun. So here, perhaps during this new moon, even though the energies are slightly more serious because it's Capricorn. Capricorn is goal-oriented. Capricorn is realistic, down to earth, but so is Virgo. So here, even though you might take a practical approach towards the festive season or the holiday season, you will still want to find a way to enjoy yourself. So here with Capricorn, this is about, well, the fifth house energies as well. But here Capricorn is connected to tradition. And here it seems like you'll be preparing for the Christmas, for the festive season, but at the same time, you'll seek ways to also implement some fun into it. So you will not want everything to be so serious and perhaps overly predictable, but perhaps this new moon will also prompt you to implement some fun, some recreation, entertainment into the holiday season. So these are new beginnings, a fresh start. Now here with this new moon, this could be also related to romance here, most certainly, because Venus is present here as well. And perhaps if you are dating, that perhaps your romantic partner may surprise you with something really pleasant, perhaps a date out or dinner out present, or generally here some good news. Because here Mercury will also connect with Uranus. It will be a wider orb, but perhaps this could be related to some good news that come from your romantic partner. Now, if you want to try for a baby, then here this new one, it could be a time when you conceive, when you will think about this topic, and this is definitely here. Children may also come into focus throughout this time. If you have children, then you are likely to be very busy and active, and they will energize you throughout this time. Now, this is also about new hobbies, new interests. You're making plans for the future, for the next 12 months of your life here, because this is a new moon in Capricorn, a cardinal energy, and action-oriented. So you want to take action, but at the same time, you take a more cautious approach. So in the next 5 months, you will be lucky when it comes to money that comes through investments or promotions, bonuses, perhaps some government schemes, or perhaps if you applied for a mortgage or a loan, then this new moon might also bring some good news, because Jupiter is here in your 8th house. But Uranus and Venus, the planet traditionally connected to finances, will connect by a trine. So this could be also related to some good news that are related to your money sphere, especially since Venus rules your 2nd house. So there could be some good news related to money, because the 5th house also is related to self-employment, freelancing. So this is also a new moon that could bring new possibilities for you to increase your income potentials as well for the new year. All right, so lots of different possibilities, as you can see, but overall, new beginnings, a fresh start. So perhaps a new hobby, a new idea, or a need for self-expression in a creative sense. Thank you very much, and let's move into the next sign. Hello Libras, and welcome to your horoscope for this coming new moon in Capricorn. This new moon will be in your 4th house. So here, the 4th house deals with family matters, home, and the emotional safety and security in our life. So here, with this new moon, the 1st degree of the cardinal sign, Libra is also a cardinal sign. However, these energies clash. Libra and Capricorn connect by a square. So, well, the energies of this new moon might feel slightly challenging to a certain extent, because we've got 5 planets, including the sun and the moon, which are considered planets in astrology, in Capricorn. So generally, Capricorn season might feel slightly, well, you will have to perhaps get out of your comfort zone every now and then. However, squares, when you overcome a square aspect, you grow. You can really grow, and you can see a really good progress in your life. So squares might be slightly scary or challenging, but if you can deal with these energies and overcome them, then you will see really good progress in your life. So here, Capricorn, new moon. Now, so some new beginnings in your sphere of home. So there could be a new baby in your family. This could be related to you moving into a new home. All right, so this could be the first Christmas if you're celebrating at your new home. Now, on a different level, we've got Uranus. Uranus connecting with Venus and Mercury. It's a slightly larger orb, but still, Mercury is connected to communication, news, and Venus is connected to money and beauty, creativity, and they are connecting with Uranus in your 8th house. So here, this could be related to an inheritance that you may receive throughout this new moon. On a different level, if you have been struggling financially in your life, then perhaps a family member might help you and might support you in the financial sense. So they could be support you with money, with finances throughout this time. So this could be as well related to that. Now, here on a different level, this is also a time when you might be hosting a big family Christmas. You may receive visitors because there is so much happening at your home, and your ruler, your chart ruler, Venus is in your 4th house as well. And this is a new moon when you might even feel better, if you just stay at home, and you might feel like staying with your family, like staying at home, withdrawing from the outside world, and that's all right, because you might feel emotionally nurtured if you stay at home, if you stay with your family members throughout this new moon. The 4th house is a very private area of life, and oftentimes with the 4th house energies, we feel like withdrawing from the outside world and dedicating our energies, our time, and spend time at home. Some people might want to be with their family members around this new moon. Other people might feel like they need time alone to recharge their energies, and that's all right. However, here, whatever happens here, the home will be on your mind, and this could be related, this could be related to changes, ongoing changes at your home. This could be related to you moving into a new home and celebrating this life event. This could be also related to you having to relocate next year, because next year you will reinventing yourself over the course of 2 years. The nodes will move into your sign, and also the eclipses will be on the Aries and Libra axis. So changes in the relationships and the personal life here will take place from next year moving forward over the course of 2 years. At the same time, you've got the trine between Uranus and your 4th house, Venus and Mercury, so perhaps unexpected, spontaneous, sudden news related to financial help that comes through family, for example, or perhaps could be related to an inheritance as well. All right, so here we go, Libras. Thank you very much, and let's move to the next sign. Hello Scorpios, and welcome to your horoscope for this coming new moon in Capricorn. Here Capricorn is an earth sign, and earth and water connect well, so you are likely enjoy these energies, the energies of this new moon. We've got 5 planets in the sign of Capricorn at this time. Here the sun and the moon are considered planets in astrology, so we've got the sun, the moon, Mercury, Venus, and Pluto. So a lot going on. And here Capricorn is the 3rd house ruler in your chart. So this is about travel. Travel will be very much the theme for many Scorpios throughout this time. Short distance travel. And it could be even a long distance for some people, depending on where in the world you are. If you live in a foreign country, you might be traveling back home, or perhaps you might travel within the country to visit family members, friends. And overall, this could be a pretty active time. The 3rd house is the house of movement, the house of action. Of course, communication will play an important role as well, but overall, there will be a lot going on for you specifically throughout the Capricorn season, and here throughout this new moon as well. So here travel is definitely emphasized, social activities and social gatherings. So there will be also a lot going on in your community, and lots of movement, lots of action. It's an action-oriented new moon. At the same time, you might feel slightly impatient to perhaps reach a certain goal, a certain idea at this time. However, Capricorn wants you to proceed with caution and take a step-by-step approach. So you may have to incorporate a give and take approach in order to kind of avoid negative results, negative outcomes. Jupiter is now in your 6th house, so the next 5 months will be busy, but at the same time, you will be able to grow in your business, in your employment. And it will be easy also to gain weight. So keep it in mind, because your dietary choices might change here. Jupiter is connected to fatty food, so you might crave more fatty food, saucy foods throughout this transit. Now with Jupiter, so that's Jupiter in the 6th house, but overall this is also very good for business growth and employment opportunities. However, returning back into this new moon, yes, so generally your ascendant will sextile all these energies here, especially here the new moon, so there could be opportunities that come your way as well. Now with this new moon, this could be also a time related to your siblings, so you might be also seeing your siblings, or perhaps there could be new beginnings happening in their life as well. Now, if you haven't had a good relationship with your siblings, that perhaps this new moon might also prompt you to change it and get together, resolve any issues, dilemmas there might be, especially since we've got a Mercury retrograde coming up in the Capricorn. So this new moon might be just the beginning of something really interesting that comes up in your relationship with your siblings, relatives, especially if things haven't been going well, then this Capricorn season might generally be a good time for resolving any issues, leaving the bad energies behind. Now, on a different level, the 3rd house also deals with learning, reading, writing. So this is also likely to be a pretty active time when it comes to reading, learning, taking on short courses. Perhaps you might feel like learning something new and signing up for a new course of study throughout the holiday season. So this is also a time when your brain, your mind will be really active and will need a constant stimulation. So this is also a time when you seek stimulating activities, mentally stimulating, as I already discussed this in the Mercury in Capricorn video, which also was the theme of the 3rd house. So yes, mentally stimulating activities, learning, reading, writing is also something that you may enjoy throughout this new moon. Alright, so here you might receive some really interesting news as well, because Uranus will trine Venus in your 3rd house, and these good news might be related to your relationship, and your partner may surprise you with a gift, with an idea, with some good news. But it feels like there are also opportunities for career growth and advancement, since the Sun is your 10th house ruler, and it will connect really well with your ascendant, Jupiter in the 6th house. So this could be a really interesting time that in the next few months, when you will be able to grow in the career sense. So thank you very much, and let's move to the next sign. Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your horoscope for this coming new moon in the sign of Capricorn. So here Capricorn and Sagittarius, they don't connect by any major aspect. So here you might you might not really feel these energies as intensely, or you might not enjoy these energies as well as the other signs, like perhaps the earth signs or the water signs. However, there is still some stimulation, because this new moon is happening in a really good house for you. This is your money house, and a cardinal energy is action oriented, so you will feel determined. Saturn is unexpected at this time. Throughout this new moon, determined to reach your goals. So there is a strong emphasis here with this new moon on your money, on your income. So this new moon might really prompt you, especially since it will trine your 10th house cusp, to really grow your money sphere. So there could be opportunities that come as a result of your career advancements, career progress of some sort. At the same time, you might also receive some good news that could be as a result of your hard work and dedication in the last 12 months. So this could be a promotion, this could be a bonus, or a Christmas bonus, for example. So many of you might receive that around this time. Uranus will connect with Venus by a trine, but also with Mercury. And Mercury rules your 10th house, so perhaps there could be some sudden unexpected news that come along, some good news that could really help you to move forward with your career plans, career projects. Now here, this new moon could be also a time when you make a major purchase. This could be a purchase of a car, or perhaps of an object of desire, something that you've been saving up for. So here, this new moon might also make you purchase this item. Now, whatever you buy during this time, bear in mind that Mercury will station retrograde on 29th. However, at the time of this new moon, it will be in the pre-shadow period. So keep all your receipts, because you might change your mind once Mercury stations direct on the 18th of January of 2023. However, this is on a side note. But other than that, with Uranus in your 6th house connecting well with Venus and Mercury, and also with Mercury ruling your 10th house, this could be also a new moon when you receive good news in a way of a financial bonus, promotion, or perhaps this could be related to some career opportunities, or business opportunities of some sort. So generally, these areas are really positively influenced. Now, what else? Here we've got Jupiter now in your 5th house. So with Jupiter in the 5th house, many Sagittarians might be also thinking about having a baby, conception. This could be also on your mind in the next 5 months. Now, here with Jupiter in the 5th house also, this is a time when you might be generally lucky if you have your own business. If you are single, you might meet someone. And with Jupiter in the 5th house in Aries, generally this makes you more courageous. This makes you someone who really wants to enjoy life, and someone who will seek new experiences that can improve the quality of your life, your lifestyle in general. So I've got Jupiter in Aries. This is my placement. So here I'm looking forward to these energies, and I hope they play out really positively for you as well. All right, so here we go. I think that's it. So generally, I think it's a very good new month for you. Money, career, good energies, Capricorn. Proceed with caution. Stay consistent with any idea, project. But overall here with Jupiter and this new moon, well, there is a square, so you might feel slightly impatient with any idea or any purchases. So just be mindful of any purchases that you make, because you might be prone to making impulse purchases at this time, because Jupiter will make you feel really impatient. However, at the same time, with the Capricorn symbolism here, which is about a responsibility, about proceeding with caution. So here you will have to kind of incorporate a give and take approach perhaps at this time in order to avoid negative outcomes. So thank you very much, and let's move to the next sign. Hello Capricorns, and welcome to your horoscope for this coming new moon in your sign. So this is a very important new moon, and actually, as an interesting fact, this is the second new moon in Capricorn this year. The first one was around the 2nd of January, and now we've got another one on the 23rd of December. So here we've got 2 new moons in your sign this year. However, this new moon is very much about what is about to unfold in 2023. Capricorn is the first sign of the new season, and Capricorn is a cardinal sign, so determined and action-oriented, goal-oriented more specifically. So here career will be on your mind, of course, but also your status and your goals. So this is a fantastic new moon for you, because Capricorn, this is your sign, it's happening in your sign. It's a fresh start in a way, a new cycle for this new moon in your 1st house. So this is a fantastic new moon for making plans for the next 12 months of your life, for 2023, setting yourself new goals, new intentions. And here Jupiter will be in your 4th house at a very early degree, squaring your this new moon, your ascendant. So you might feel slightly impatient, but at the same time, the energies will be bold and courageous. However, you will have to make sure that you don't rush things through. Take a step-by-step approach and make sure you are well prepared, because you might have lots of ideas for yourself or your life at this time. However, the goal is also to be realistic, because here with Jupiter squaring this new moon, you might feel over optimistic. You might want to overextend yourself. However, here it's really important to be realistic and grounded at this time in order to avoid negative outcomes. However, whatever the scenario here, this is a new moon when you will feel energized, when you will make plans for the future, long-term goals, long-term plans, especially for the next 12 months. At the same time, there's a lot of focus that goes into your home life, and you might really want to expand your home in some sense. So perhaps some Capricorns might welcome a new baby in the near future. Or perhaps there could be a new member of family moving in temporarily even. At the same time, there will be a need for living in a more spacious home. So you will need more space at your home, or you will desire. So you will also, some of you might also make plans of how you can achieve these goals, of how you can get more space, build an extension, or move to a bigger room, bigger flat, bigger home. So this kind of things could be also on your mind, because Jupiter is the planet that kind of expands anything that it touches. Jupiter is also connected to anything that's foreign. So perhaps you might be considering a relocation, moving abroad, change of residence in the near future as well, since we've got an eclipse coming up in Aries in April, a solar eclipse, and then one in Libra in autumn, and there will be more in 2024 on these axes. So you will be making changes on the home and career front moving forward. So this new moon could be a great start to these new beginnings. Perhaps you will be making a plan and writing things down, ideas and goals for the near future, for example. So lots of things could be going on at this time generally in your life, because there are 5 planets in your first house, in your sign. So lots of new ideas, lots of plans, lots of movement, communication as well. And we've got Uranus in your 5th house that will trine Venus and also Mercury to a certain extent. It's a slightly wider orb. So there could be also some surprises that come from your romantic partner, from any business idea, for example, or perhaps your children might surprise you in some way as well. Right, so here we go. Next year, Saturn will leave your 2nd house finally, so you will also be luckier in your money sphere. Moving forward, hopefully you've learned all the lessons that Saturn wanted you to learn, and the focus next year will be on communication, social interactions. Right, so thank you very much, Capricorns, and let's move to the next sign. Hello Aquarius, and welcome to your horoscope for this coming new moon in Capricorn. And this new moon is happening in your 12th house. So a new moon in the 12th house. Generally when the sun is in the 12th house, just on the side note, and this is the Capricorn season, many of you, many generally Aquarius rising individuals will have a need to withdraw, spend time alone. Get out of the limelight, at least every now and then, because you will feel drained more often than usual if you spend time in crowds, if you spend time surrounded by a lot of people, or so generally you will need time to reflect and spend time in nature or contemplating. Oftentimes when the sun is in the sign that is before our sun sign or our rising sign, there is this need for withdrawal and need for contemplation. So this could be the case for you. So if you feel slightly low in energy throughout the Capricorn season, then remember, then this is very much often the case. The sun wants you to take your time to reflect and perhaps review the last 12 months of your life so that you can prepare for the new cycle. All right, so here, this is on a side note. Now, the new moon in Capricorn, this is also, this could be the time when you feel like spending time on your own recharging your energies. But at the same time, you might be abroad, you might be traveling away from your home, because the 12th house is the house that deals with foreign places. So you might be away from your home throughout this new moon, celebrating Christmas, for example, with your family members or friends that are away, that generally don't live in the same place as you. However, at the same time, you may travel on your own. So there is this element here that kind of stimulates this need for contemplation, for spending time on your own, for withdrawing, or generally spending time with people with whom you really feel close and comfortable. Now, at the same time, there is a lot of focus on your mental health here, the 12th house. And you know what? I've seen it over and over again with the sun in the 12th house transiting. Oftentimes there is this need for really going down deep into your thoughts, or perhaps you might be remembering your past and healing. There is this need for healing as well, healing and regeneration of some sort. So here generally it's a wonderful new moon for healing, for letting go of some old memories, and generally this is also about self-acceptance and self-discovery. New moon, working from behind the scene, creation, creative energy. Lots of creative energy oftentimes comes here into focus when there's a new moon or some important event in the 12th house. So this is also a good new moon for being creative, for reading, for writing, and also for dealing with your mental health, for healing, for connecting to the spiritual world, doing things that are of spiritual nature. Which is also related to healing, of course, but also you might be working on some important project from behind the scenes. We've got Uranus trining Venus in your 12th house, so perhaps someone from your family might also surprise you with some good news, or if you've been looking for a new home, then perhaps you may receive some news around this new moon regarding a new home, or a new room, whatever that you've been searching for. If you've been searching for a new tenant, that perhaps might also arrive around this new one as well. But overall, there is some kind of element of surprise that comes from your home life, from your family sphere around this new moon. Right, so here, this is what I've got for you about this new moon. Next new moon will be more exciting for you because it's happening in your sign in January, but in the meantime, enjoy these energies that prompt contemplation, self-reflection as well, healing. Thank you very much, and let's move into the next sign. Hello Pisces, and welcome to your horoscope for this coming new moon in Capricorn, and this new moon will take place in your 11th house. So here, friendships, group activities, long-term goals or plans are very prominent at this time, especially since we are going to be around the festive season as well. So many Pisces might be actually going out and celebrating the festive season. It could be business or perhaps some work functions, Christmas parties as well. Now on a different level here, the 11th house. So if the 10th house is your business, our business, and the 11th house will be the money house of the business. So here, if you have your own business, then this could be a really interesting time around this new moon when you may receive lots of sales, a new client, for example. It's a fresh start. So this could be like a fresh start in the financial sense for your business profits. So there could be quite a lot going on as well. So sales or a new client could be the case. Now, on a different level, this is also a very social new moon. So here with Uranus and Venus trine, perhaps there could be someone like, well, this could be your sibling or someone that you know, acquaintance or a friend that might surprise you with some positive news, or perhaps they might invite you out. Generally, there is a lot of social activity surrounded around this new moon for you, new beginnings. Perhaps for some Pisces, this could be a new friend. You may welcome a new friend into your life. You may meet someone quite spontaneously throughout an outing or during a social event of some sort, a concert, for example. So here, a new friend, or perhaps an opportunity to go to a social event, work functions, business parties. Now there could be also some new beginnings in your social circle as well. Perhaps one of your friends might have a baby or get married. Now here, this new moon also prompts you to create a vision map, set some new goals, intentions for the future, for the next 12 months. So here, a vision map for 2023 would be a fantastic time as well for doing so, if this is something that you're interested in. Now, on a different level here, this new moon will square Jupiter in Aries in your second house. So you might feel also impatient about making a purchase of some sort. So here you might also kind of be prompted to do some impulse purchases at this time. Well, it's festive season. However, it's important that you are also cautious and you proceed with caution in general, because here you might regret some of these purchases, especially since Mercury will be already in the pre-shadow period. So generally keep all the receipts, especially if these are personal purchases, because you might change your mind once Mercury stations direct on the 18th of January. But also here, overall, with Jupiter in your second house here squaring this new moon, you might have to take also like a give and take approach in order to avoid unnecessary or disappointing situations or negative results. Jupiter in the second house in Aries will make you more bold and more courageous. Now here, generally with this transit, you are going to enter a very fruitful time when it comes to financial growth. So definitely take advantage of these energies, because they won't return into your life, into this area of life, for another 12 years. So really, really a good time for growing in your financial sphere. But also there are eclipses coming up. And I know many Libras who had their eclipses this year on Scorpio and Libra rising on the Scorpio and Taurus axis, and their situation really, really improved. And when it comes to their finances, some of them received inheritance, new jobs, new contracts. Yes, so here, next 2 years for you, 2023, 2024, could be a time when you can really grow financially a big time. So definitely keep an eye open for new opportunities that come your way. In the meantime, enjoy the festive season and the social life. Thank you very much, and until the next time. All right, so we reached the final sign for this forecast. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed this video. I still have a few videos coming up this month, some surprises. It was quite a busy month for me. I thought that Mars retrograde, my co-ruler, would make me slightly demotivated. However, it worked the other way round. Perhaps I took advantage of the energies that Mars out of bounds presented. But in the meantime, I enjoyed the energies of this upcoming new moon. I hope it's a good new one for you. And until the next time, thank you and bye for now.